Welcome guys back. So, don't put your mouse on the screen, you amateur. So, it's been quite a while actually. A very surprising long time. And I decided, this is my fourth time making this video. So I'm trying to get things like audio issues handled. One of the things I found out, or re-found out rather, is that, as I found out a long time ago, as I found a long time ago, things often go wrong when you're recording things. Anyway, so yeah, I'm just gonna kind of go through this quickly because when I'm done with making the same video like 9 times, I want to start doing something a bit different. I want to actually start making a video that actually is about coding rather than just talking about what I want to do. But yeah, I saw all your comments and I definitely agree. That's actually quite a small subsect of all of them. I keep saying subsect, it's really subsection, because and I really do agree that I think the way I cancelled it, I don't particularly like. Now, things like sources and stuff, I gotta be a bit careful because I think there's a few plugins and stuff that aren't released that are like paid for, and so if I'm gonna release it, I want to release it properly. I'm sure there's actually somewhere where I've released it wrong a few years ago, but if you can point that out, please point that out, because I'll fix it up, because it's not right. I mean, to be fair, these plugins haven't been updated I think in over 2 years, so it's not like anyone's really using them like anymore. There's better versions of them, or better iterations and so on. So I just kind of want to begin by talking about why I cancelled the series really quickly, and then talking about the new series. So Let's Plays is pretty obvious. One, they were getting some views, but not really anywhere that was sustaining for them. And two, it kind of split my channel into two. I don't really like that. Still don't really like that, so I'm just going to cancel them. I think I'm going to fully focus. It does mean my general content will go down to about, I want to say 3 videos a week, but I do want to increase that, and I will talk about how I can increase that and how you guys can help me increase that later on. But I do kind of want to have a few weeks before I go into that. Yeah, so it's been cancelled. There's a replacement kind of series that I'll talk about in a moment that should hopefully hype you up a bit. Hopefully. The Make Coding Fun series is still going, but it's kind of dead too. Like, the idea of it was let's put something really small and let's put it really efficiently, but it was a big time waster because it would take almost 15 to 18 hours per episode, per series rather, to make, because there was maybe 5 hours recording. And there was also the fact that I had to do a lot of research. I had to look at best ways to make things, because I don't want to just give you a quick way to make something. I want to look at like multiple ways. To be fair, some of the older ways weren't great. I've changed a lot in terms of my coding ability. I picked up a ton of new languages and stuff like that, so I'm going to be kind of incorporating that too. I want to do like a C tutorial sometime, because C is actually really nifty in terms of getting the basics down. Then I also want to do a tutorial on a new language called Zig, though that language is changing way too much right now in terms of syntax, so I want it to settle down. So that's probably going to be a little while, but Zig's really interesting. It's a language I've been looking at for a little while, but we'll see how that goes. So news is how to build a roguelike. It's simple as can be. There'll be a video on Phase, it'll explain things. It's about 1 to 2 videos a week, I think. It's going to be maybe 30 episodes. It's going to be short, but I do want to keep it full. So, I'm not going to do a full roguelike, obviously, but it'll be like, the first level. So, you got like items. It'll be something similar to Binding of Isaac / Wizard of Legend, maybe more of a Gungeon feel to it. I've got a few ideas of things like maybe adding pens and stuff to kind of make it a bit unique, but I don't want to, the whole point of originality is not really for the series. The series, like if you look at the MOBA series, it was never about being original and having an original idea. It was just showing you how to do some things, because originality is such a key component of these games that it takes so much time that I just didn't have time to do both build it and show the originality. But yeah, so the first episode's gonna be out in a few days, and we can talk about that then. I originally had a poll of which one people wanted. I don't remember the order. There was 3 of them. I was thinking about doing another poll, but I felt that polls are useful, and I'll be doing polls later on for things. But I felt there's no point doing a poll because you guys don't really know whether or not I'll be continuing this series. I mean, I wouldn't trust me after I just kind of ditched everything for a goodbye video. So it's not really reasonable to ask you to really warrant yourself into that kind of question. So I'm just going to kind of do something I enjoy. And we'll go from there. The explorational programming, there'll be a video up very, very soon. Probably sooner than roguelike, I don't know, I'll see. That'll be on recursive versus iterative. It's basically just going to be a very simple idea, and I'll kind of be showing both sides. I'll most likely be using Python for it, because Python's just simple. It's easy, it's not particularly fast, but who cares about speed when we're talking about this really simple stuff. In actual fact, it can be quite fast. Versus you implementing something versus using Python, often Python will be faster in terms of implementing things. For example, I implemented a really simple big integer in C. And I said, oh, look how this works. It will be so much faster than Python. It was like 10 times slower. I mean, to be fair, we're talking about like 0.01 seconds compared to 0.001 seconds. So it wasn't, it wasn't like 1 second to 10. But still, it was a sizable increase or decrease rather. That's just due to the fact that I built a really simple one because it was easier to explain, and that most big number implementations nowadays are all assembly based, just because they have to be so efficient. So I hope that works. Then the final thing is we've got math for programmers. This is going to kind of be a new series, and I'll be talking about that a bit later. But basically, it's just going to kind of be covering the in-depth level of math. So it's going to be kind of, I'm thinking year 1 level of university. Could be around year 2, maybe. I'll see. It'll definitely have components of that. Things like quaternions aren't taught year 1, so we'll definitely have things like quaternions. But it will more focus on that kind of earlier stuff, because that's kind of what you really need in programming. It will look at things like, well, what's a vector? What's a complex number? What's a quaternion, as I said before? What's a rotational matrix? What's a matrix, to simply put, how to do things like, Gauss elimination, stuff like that, which isn't extremely useful in a lot of cases, but can be very useful. So I'm going to be going through that. Things like cross product, dot products, determinants, all that kind of stuff is very useful in some very small subsets. So, subsets, I keep saying that, it's subsections, I don't know. Subsets I feel like it's still a word, regardless. So finally, we have that first episode is going to come out in probably a few weeks. I'm thinking 3 to 4. It's a big series, because each episode is going to have a lot of production to it. I do kind of, the other 2 series are just going to kind of be me playing around, right? There'll be production to it, but it won't be edited really. I'll edit it a bit, if I spend 30 minutes finding a bug, I will edit that out most likely. Or edit bits. But for math for programmers, I think will be like, proper, like with, fancy graphics and stuff like that. Fancy schmancy kind of things. Please tell me how the quality of these videos are, because I'm just starting up again. Give me a black if things are a bit lower, as I get used to things in terms of audio and stuff like that. I'm already running this through both Audacity and through our standard system, just to make things easier. Anyway, that's the end of the video. I'm not going to go for too much longer. But please tell me how you think, because it's very important to me. Anyway, catch you later.